Hey Hal, how do you do celebrating your day today? Well, today, you know what? This whole week was a good week. Good week of just money making. I was sitting here watching LGVN. I think it's going to end up failing on Friday, and I'll see if anything else pops. But I'm just getting to the point, man. I'm trading my time period. If something moves in my time period, great. If not, I mean, I can literally just go and pick up something and do something else. But LGBN did do it did end up holding that 941 yesterday that I had drew on the charts and made a little move up from the 9 up to the 15. Um yeah, April Fools, man. I guess my goal will be not to lose money today, being the first day of the month and being April's Fool or April Fools. Not to be a clown today is my objective. Let's jump over here. Good morning, SB. Let's jump over here. I see a couple of things up, but just nothing competing with LGVN today. I don't know if any of you guys got to trade LGVN into the afternoon yesterday, but I did not. I was out. Was not even looking at the markets. Hmm. Let's see games. You lost $100 yesterday, then walked away. I feel that sentiment. Was it on LGVN or was it on something else, Dane B? What's up, GD? I think Donnell was the one that jumped in LGBN. He said if it broke down 9, he was gonna be out, but it never did break down 9. So I wondered, did he take that profit? Got a nice little top up there at the 1641, looking great, great, great for shorts now. What's up, Dallas? Did you get the trade? Did you get the trade LGVN into, or did anybody get the trade LGVN until the afternoon yesterday? Nope. Yeah. A lot of people just walked away, man, yesterday. It was kind of funky the way it took off. But it was because of that weird news it had. Yeah, it didn't fit your criteria for an A plus setup. Yep. Think we're gonna see it fall, and then we'll look for what else, if anything else, finds life on today, other than LGVN. But right now, across the board, I don't see anything competing with it volume wise. See 8 million shares traded on it. Then I see this little one that isn't up much, got 1 million shares traded. And then we see Billy that's up 12%, TIGR, a little cheaper stocks, up 11%, Futu up 10%, PDD 10%, but everything else is kind of like a wash right now. And I don't like a lot of these daily charts either on some of these that are up. The SPY continue to come down. 453. See if it retests that 450. It should. LGVN did do the move that I was looking for though. Gave a nice little triangle and then shot out of there. But that was later on in the day. So let's see if something lines up like that during the time that I want to trade. Good morning, One Life. We're going to watch LGBN die today. And then we're going to look for something else to possibly move. But it is Friday, so we know Fridays are kind of wonky, especially when there's a big mover coming into Friday already up. Shorts get real heavy on it. I'm waiting for it to fail. There's nothing else over here on the scanners yet to look at that have volume or liquidity. I looked through these, looked through all of these. Apple, PGC, yeah, Donnell was still holding his shares. PCG, I don't really particularly see any kind of news I like or any chart patterns that I see that I like that are setting up. One Life, what you watching? I didn't say I liked it at 15. I said we come here to watch it die. What do you mean, One Life? There's no way I'm trading LGBN after a rip like that. But I do want to see it fail, and I want to see the volume leave it and transition to something else if that's going to happen here on Friday. If not, oh well. But yeah, there's nothing else to watch. If you got some kind of secret watch list that's up and getting volume, then let us know. Let us in on the joke. Nah, I'm never salty, man. I have great seasoning. Yeah, I already know your watch list. You probably already in half the things that you're watching. So what's the point of watching them? I know A Firm is one of them. Always. Probably the top one that you watch no matter what it does. And then maybe Rivian. And then what's the other one y'all always talk about? A Firm, Rivian. I forget the other ones. Whatever it is. It's the only thing with 10 million shares, so it's got to fail. Let me go look at the futures as well. Oil is under $100. Silver came down a little bit. I don't see any futures that are looking absolutely great. Most of them are finding bottoms, except for, well, the NQ really isn't a future technically. I guess it is kind of. One Life, I don't think you're understanding. The thing that I do, if there's a stock that I don't like that's getting a bunch of volume, I'm going to wait for that stock to fail to see where the volume goes after a crash. Now, if the volume just sticks to that one stock, then I just will walk away, you know? But I want to see if the volume will transition. It could return to the 40s. Wow, that's hopeful. Donnell, that's really hopeful. But seeing that you're really in the green, I guess you could hold it up there to 40 since you're up. If you got in at around the $9 level, you're up what, $6 per share? So I guess as long as it holds this uptrend for you, the uptrend, let me see, down here at the 12s. So even if it came down and broke this uptrend, you'll still get a $3 per share gain. But I'm seeing some big wicks over the top here, especially on a Friday. Got in at 941. Yeah, that was that level, man. I was looking at, but I just was like, oh well. Didn't happen in my time period, so I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna let that one do what it does. $8.18. Got about 10 minutes to the bell. Now, if something else starts popping on the scanners with volume, then we'll transition. But I just don't think, I just don't see anything that would even do that now. One Life says LGVN to 50. We'll see. Yesterday you said it was trash down there at $9. It just didn't meet my setup that I wanted to see in the time that I needed to see it. But it did do the setup later on in the day. After, let me see, at 11 o'clock or 11 o'clock 11 o'clock my time to like 1, it set up that pattern. Oh, you exited yesterday at 13.18. Pretty nice game, man. Pretty nice game. At least we know we're looking at, the right stocks for where the opportunities are, or some good opportunities with the low floats. Pushing on back up to that high there of the 1650 is the high that's been tested twice. See if it can push over that and start to hold. And look for a big dump out of the open. Uh, Dallas, you're exactly right. Exactly right. Look, man, y'all don't understand how green I am on this week. Trust me, there is nothing that can cause my finger to hit that buy button. Nothing. Like, this has been a beautiful week, man. Oh boy. Just waiting, man. 5 minutes. Cause I'm looking for a specific setup to work for me in the time that I'm trading. And if I don't see it, there's probably like a 3% chance of me hitting the buy button. And that 3% is an accident. If I hit it, it's an accident. So it's not gonna happen. Come on, man. Anyway, have y'all been I know y'all been looking through the news and everything. Have y'all seen any other sectors or sectors that may be getting interest? Um like I know we this past month it was oil, but what's going to be the new sector, that new group of stocks that's going to be running? That's what I'm really interested in. And will they be connected to a future? Will they make it easy on us? We can just follow the future. Yep, yep. Exactly. Donnell says watch the weed sector, and then Dallas says that's the way to do it, man. Trade your plan, your process, and your setup. If you don't have a strategy, you don't have an edge, so let's trade our edge. That is exactly right. Lori says, guys, today is Friday. Very few stocks, if none, will hold. LGVN might rip at the opening, then it will hit the ground. Yep, that's what I'm expecting. One Life says, let's eat some popcorn and watch the show. Yeah, that's exactly. And then Lori says CLVR will rip soon, I think. We can watch all those. I mean, I don't see anything that I particularly like. So if y'all have anything that y'all don't particularly like that you want to watch die, we can watch that too. Dallas says BLBX is the top watch for the open. BLBX. Looks like it halted into aftermarket. Or maybe that wasn't a halt. Maybe it just, I don't know. BLBX. We got a couple seconds. BLBX. Let's say, oh, it's $3. I didn't even notice the price. I was like, what price is this? We'll see. News on it. Let's see. Black block stocks shares rise 43% after new membership raise on 4Q revenue. Let's watch LGVN die first though. All right, market is open. Let's see the collapse. Woo! Throwing a little wick down there. Oh yeah, it's definitely trash. Okay, let's see if anything else is waking up. Just like Lori said, it's gonna have a little uptick and then boom. Here comes the Reaper. Oh man, this is about to be nasty. All right, so LGBN has gone red on the day. Let's see if anything else is up here. Everything's floating around 10%. Nothing's really sticking out and being obvious. Who's gonna stand up? I see this little one LVLU, but it's kind of lower, and it's also red on the day. Yeah, I don't like that. It's a low float, but it just needs more volume, and it's Friday, so I don't want to play with my soul today. But it's just right around the $8. Let's see, what else do I see? Billy, no. IQTIGR, trash. Futu, trash. DID creeping. DIDI. creeping up there. Let me look at the news on that one, as it has news this week. Yep, it's had a little bit of news. Let's see. SoftBank goes on the defensive on the investments following tech meltdown. And this is a Chinese stock as well. DID and then BLX. DID. GameStop is up here as well, but it's just only got 1 million shares traded. GameStop took a pretty big rip in the aftermarket, though. Look at that. So it jumped from the 164 and it is getting pummeled. Jumped from the 164 all the way up here to the 204. $40 rip during aftermarket. Boy, that thing doesn't even know where its bottom is. Getting disintegrated. Scalped DID out and not going back with a W. Got you. Nice, nice, nice. Pulling back there. Everything else up here has gone nice and red. BLBX still playing around. Yeah. Yeah, it had a little quick rip up here, but it's finding resistance at its top here of the 380. And then it has a little bit of a area down here of the 350 that is looking like it'll be a pullback spot, especially with that topping tail there. Let's see. LGVN came back up momentarily, giving back all that profit that quick. Boy, that was a bull trap. Look at that bull trap, man. Oh my goodness. Let's baptize them. Let's baptize them, LGVN. Take them down. Let's go. Let's go, shorts. Well, I wish I had a bullhorn. That was a absolute bull trap right there. Came down, acted like it was going to hold this level, started blasting up, fake breakout to the 1650 up to the 1675, 25-cent breakout, snaps down and is looking for the ground, as Lori said. BLBX, Rapturing Souls. Let's see, is DID still hasn't started to rapture yet, but we'll see. Where is the volume going? Okay. DID trying to come back red on the day. The level that it was holding was around this 290 level. May have to test down because that was pre-market low that was made. Hasn't been tested. CLVR, Lori called out earlier. Just doesn't it just doesn't look good. It's kind of got that box formation there. The SPY coming on down as well, testing this 450 level. Yeah, boy, BLBX gave back everything in seconds. So the only things that are up are these low price movers here that will probably get all the attention. They're cheap and people will flock to them to trade them. And I'm looking for something with a little bit bigger range. This one moved from the open or this bottom 292 up to the 318, which is like 20 something cents. Not the kind of range that I'm looking for on a stock that I want to trade. Um, let's see, we got BLBX, same thing. Went from the 340s up to the 3, so a 40-cent rip right there, but very risky play. As you can see how much of the profit it actually gave back. GameStop ended up continuing down. Gave a little pop back up off that 178, but I think it's definitely trending down. If we were to look at this reverse like, and if these downward candles were green candles, we'll be like, okay, this thing could definitely break the highs if these were the highs. If we were to reverse think it. So the shorts are winning a little bit too much. A little bit too much. DID coming down to break the 3. Dallas says, Daniel B, if you like delistings, you should look into OTC deletions. They are promotions to major exchanges from the OTC markets. CLVR, in a slight pop up there, making a high on the day, but I want to see it start to trend. It's getting a little bit of volume there. It's $2 and something. Remarkable Sam says, check mine. Check your what, Remarkable Sam? Let me see. Did you say something earlier? What are you talking about checking, Remarkable Sam? I don't see any other comments from him or her. It might just be a bot though. All right. Let's see what stays green on the day. TLL, PDD. So we can see a small trend line on this lower time frame for DID or DIDI. Gonna have to wait for some more confirmation. PDD has this high up here at the 45s now. TELL has run up here, had a previous top during pre-market. Let's see if it falls back under the 588s or actually the 595s. We'll get it going down as well. Just covered on your NVDA short. One Life says NVDA. Did it start reversing on you or? Oh wow, that thing ran down. Was your entry price in this consolidation up here the 275 or did you get in earlier in the week? Was this a pre-market trade and then looking for a drop or because this definitely came up a whole lot. I don't know how well it follows the market, but it may be following the market right along. Let me see. Which one? Finviz, NVDA. Beta, where's our beta? Beta 1.43. That said, with a beta of 0 means that this price is not at all correlated with the market. It's got a pretty low beta, but it's definitely moving with the market. TLL. break the low of that range. Short of A firm, but now BTU is next. What do I know about beta? Well, I use beta as kind of like just another data point. Basically, like what's the beta? What's the correlation to the actual overall market? Can we see that correlation? Or not what's the correlation, but what is the, because the beta can change. They take the beta from, I think it's like one data point per month or something like that, how it's calculated. And during this month, I want to see what's the beta based on the, I think it's the previous past month, 5 months or something like that, where the beta is calculated. But I just use it as another data point. Nothing solid that's gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna trade that because it's, high beta, low beta, or whatever. Wow, LV, you gave up the ghost there. Don't like any of these setups on the day. Yeah, so nothing really held up its gains yet. So it's a Friday for you. SPY heading back to test previous close. 450, 117 is that bottom there. Wow. This thing's snapping back hard too. Getting ready for the next rundown. Down 4% on the day. Lost all that value. It was up almost 20%. Lost it all. VIX is now making its move. It's been going flat, but now the SPY is looking like it wants to go down a little bit. So VIX has been angling up over these past few days. And the VIXY is a little bit cheaper, but it's doing the same thing that the VIX does. 16 bucks. It should be popping out of here soon as well. 16, what's this top? 16.35. It should be popping there real soon. $33. It's a nice pop out. $33. Acting kind of weird, not exactly following the SPY. I see something popping up. What is THCA? THCA. Oh no. You just nah, you good. GFAI. Dallas called out. GF. Uptrend. Coming up to the highs. What is this high? And down here, pre-market can matter a little bit. So 178 is the high. It's only 6 cents away from that. Let's see the action up there at the 178. $175s. Cracking that $quarter level should get a big short here. They kind of react differently than the big stocks at the $quarter levels. See if it gets pumped down through that 175. Should be a nice little snap back to probably 170. And here goes, that's 178. Can we get the big snatch back? It's 179, 180. It's gonna be a hard snatchback. 9 cent snatchback isn't that bad though. All right, One Life says the spy should get relief pop of the previous. After that, who knows if it can hold? Where's the spy at now? One Life says I covered too soon. You weak hand covered on HD. Orlando says HD. Coming down to this bottom of the 295 area. How do I add this? View news, research. I just want to add it up here. No, there's a quick way to do that some kind of way. Oh well. If LGVN can get back under the 422, it's gonna be going red for a while. I mean, not the 422, the 1422, which is the top of the yesterday's movement. More news just popped out on LGVN. It says Longeveron shares quiet as traders circulate Zach's small cap research note showing a $20 valuation target on stock, and it is now going on back down. SPY getting ready for a big break here. Has the bottom 451.66. It's already broken, pushing down. See if it'll break this bottom level here of the 451.17. What's up, Rooster TV over on Twitch? Appreciate you for joining us. You've been watching Ben for about a month or so now. Nice, nice. Well, this is the other side of trading. Appreciate that. Appreciate that follow over there on Twitch. Watching for the SPY break right now though. Orlando says 2,450, baby. Yeah, you're probably gonna get that today. Has so much downwards bias on it or momentum. Um, Weak bounce off of previous close. Yeah, just getting the scared hands out of there. About to make that move for the strong hands. Oh yeah, before I forget, make sure that if you're on YouTube, make sure you hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, you can consider subscribing. If you're on Twitch, make sure you hit that follow button. Also, we have the Framework Fortune website that you can visit to get our Discord link. You can get into the Discord as well. We go over everything investing and entrepreneurship, uh, from stocks to cryptos to NFTs. And I'm pretty sure that we have a futures trader in there. We have a couple of other forex traders and things like that that mess around with all types of markets. So if you need help, have questions or anything like that, or you want to just drop your experience, you see articles that you like, you can drop them in there. It's just an information hub, basically. Yep, there it goes. LGVN finally dropping. Drop from the 15, getting on down there. So that one's dead. Taking that off the watch. And I'm not seeing anything else wake up today. So I'm just going to continue just scanning for a second and see what happens. Orlando says, wait. No, Rooster TV says, I'm fairly new to trading. Been about 5 months now. I've been a value investor for 2 years now, is what I call it, but trying to increase my avenues of revenue. Nice. And then after that, Orlando says, hopefully these bounces, not like the old ones. These are tested so many times, but back to 21. You'll know support when you see it. And so top of the low float world now is GameStop trash. Yeah, Donnell, the party is over for LGVN. Um, GFAI went watching TELL and DI and DRCT also setting up. Let me look at those. So GFAI tail. Actually, let me do this so I can enter them real quick. DRCT. And then One Life says we got a Buffett investor in the stream. Hey man, everybody has their own thing they do, man. How do you enjoy the market? Okay, so all of these are green on the day. Took a nice little rip out there. A little bit of a fake breakout. We'll see if it can actually hold the 180s. DRCT is looking a lot better though. Low float. Giving its little breakout, getting some pops through there. How much? It has 1 million shares traded on it. And then tail was pushing up as well. Let's jump over here to the scanners. This is what I'm seeing on my scanners. Top in the higher floats is BEKE. Top two pretty much in the mid float is TELL and IQ. Top up here in the lower floats is GameStop. LGVN gave back all of its gains almost on the day. So yeah, flipping back over. Okay, so now we have a high on the day for DRCT. Rooster TV says if the value is there, I like it. But if you look back 5 months, the value of for everything wasn't there. So I decided to learn how to trade. Look what happened to stocks last 5 months. Overvalued market. Yes. Very valid points. Very valid points there. But then again, I mean, the SPY has been running up for like forever. So, you know, until they stop pumping money in, I think everything will be overvalued. And then DB is gonna make $3 million because he's gonna short everything. He's gonna short everything from the top. And the SPY is just gonna drop beautifully for him. Yeah, GFAI, I just don't like the ranges here. 72 up to 85, almost 10 cents. Do I ever use the Fibonacci tool? Not really. I mean, maybe if I was doing longer term trading and I was looking for retracements like that, but on these little day trading, um, oh yeah, I saw it, Dallas. On these little day trading trades, Fibonacci, it's kind of, you don't need to see Fibonacci to see the retracement. We already know what a 50% retracement is, or what it's going to look like on these, especially when they have huge range. You just do a little basic math and you find the 50% and you're ready to go. It just takes, I'm lazy. It takes too much time to put it on the chart. I'd rather just be like, okay, 50% is around this area. Bam. That's how I do it. Take the top, wherever it started from, and then do the bottom. Like on GFAI right here. It started, had a nice little consolidation level in this 150 area. It's gone up to what? 185. You just take this area and divide it by the top area and find that 50%. But with it being a lower price stock, it's not gonna hold its levels like the high price stocks. So it may just crash straight through that 50% and now you're left with tears. What the SPY end up doing? Why is it playing? Why it just won't break down? High of day on the SPY is a 453. I'm guessing that will be the spot where everybody will jump out if it starts to break that high of day and hold it. And that will be what, $1, about $1 to that high of day loss. But I guess if you're just starting off and you really don't have all the equations and things, you could use the Fibonacci to make it easier, I guess, if you're learning like that. But man, I just do it in my head. I'm like, man, I got this. So making another little level of resistance here at the 452. Let's see if we can see that on the higher time frames as well. Right here on this little flat top 452. So building more and more resistance above it. All it needs to do is stay down. Okay. So what we want to see, let's see, we got a little bit of a trend here on the 5. That's a little steep. I don't like it. It's too steep. Okay, getting on down off that previous resistance. So now we can spot a little bit of a trend from the high of day to this level that we want to just see it stay under. Coming back down 451. All the way back down to 451. That's quite a bit of a drop. Let's see if it'll just continue through or will it get any kind of pop back up. See volume coming in right there. They're buying that dip a little bit. So it may retrace. Let's see, what is this? 452. 452 level would be the whole dollar right there. So we'll see if that's the next level that begins to become resistance. 452. Okay, well, never mind. Not going to get a test back up to 452. It's like it's picking up a little bit of momentum. Looking for the break of this 451.17. All right, so we did get a little crackdown of that level. Very small little break of that level, though. Finding a little bit of resistance on that push through. So it may have to retest this level it just broke and then continue down. Tail looking like it has a little bit of a double top up here. 620, 620. Took profit in overnight NVDA puts. Nice. Yeah, that's you in one life. We're on that in NVDA. Nvidia. Okay. Orlando says, I expected a crash from BBY off the daily support crack, but I'm not really getting that. BBY. I think BBY just doesn't have a whole bunch of volume to push it like the other ones are pushing. That's all. Might have to wait a little bit. It's got this bottom down here at the 89.48. Look on a daily chart for BBY. Yeah, it had a nice little gap down. So I don't think you're in a bad position there. Rooster says BBY is a solid company. Why you shorting? Well, they're shorting because it had a nice rip upward, and the thing is, no matter how good or bad a company is, no matter how good or bad a company is, it's like the laws of physics. If something goes up, it must come down. If something goes down, it doesn't necessarily have to come back up. That's why you see some things go down, they end up in the OTC market. But if something goes up, it must come down. It's just gravity. So basically, I mean, the company could be like a tier one company, but if the catalyst isn't there and it's already done a move, it's extended, you know it has to take a break. People are gonna want to take profit. People gonna want to lock in their returns or realize their gains. Let's see. And Orlando says like Nike. Yeah, Nike will be one. See what Nike's out here doing. Oh boy, that's not it. See? So this is another one. Look at the run up here. Had a nice little run up to the 141, dipped into this like U-shaped formation, but was not able to break through this level of the 140 and held that 140, held that 140. And this is what some shorts will be looking for. Even though this company has a big name, it doesn't matter. They're doing technical analysis on it. Um, you should be looking into the financials before shorting, in your opinion. I guess you could do that, but it just depends on your strategy as well. Like some strategies aren't built, they don't, that information may not matter to their strategy, if that makes sense. Like you may go in deep, you may know everything about the company, but that's just not in some people's strategy. And if it works, it works. If you don't need that information and you're still profiting, you know. Exactly, one life. Most of us are short-term traders, so we're not concerned about financial reports. Yeah, yeah. So basically what one life is saying is we're momentum trading. So what is the move doing? And like I said before, it's physics. Like what is the what is overextended basically? What plays have run too much, whether down or up? Why are they overextended? Or if you go by the RSI, it'll be overbought or oversold. And right now, looking at the SPY, this thing had what? Went up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 days, and then started coiling downwards after 11 days of upward movement. You can't expect anything but for it to come down. At least a little. Hmm. Hmm, hmm, hmm. Rooster says I'm looking at it. I understand why you're shorting it from the chart perspective. I'm just saying the financials are solid. 3.6 percent dividend, 28% payout, and the company has big buybacks, way better shorts out there. All I'm saying. So, one thing you got going for you is that they just paid a dividend. Yeah, man. I guess the biggest thing with momentum trading is what's moving now. What's moving today? Not does this have the potential to bounce next week? It may just bounce straight through the roof next week. So if you're holding it, you may get capped off. But they're taking profits so quickly, like they're reducing their risk so quickly, rather to say. A firm coming back from a day low. AF AF RM 44 up to 45. 2 million shares traded. Snot Rocket Man, what's up? Snot Rocket. Yeah, AFRM is definitely Daniel B and One Life's baby. They babysit that thing all year long. Good money to be made on AFRM, yeah. Came from that bottom 26 up to 45. All right. Well, that's our Friday update for the stock market. Um, my bias on the SPY is definitely bearish right now. It could always switch, but it's definitely bearish right now. I do think that people that are playing that to the bearish side are going to make some money today. We watched LGVN take a absolute dunk. Let me see. Let me read some of these chats too. We babysit between the two of us a few hundred stocks. You right. And then Rooster says Nike trade said 35 times multiples, and BBY trade said 9 times. LOL, LOL. I mean, what we talking about here? I'm about to just buy 5 shares. Pretty intriguing. I mean, you could look at it that way. If you're looking for a long-term investment, buying low is the way to go. But you don't want to buy a falling knife. You want to let it come down and consolidate some and show you that it's going to come back up. What was that when we were talking about Nvidia? You want to wait for the chart to show you that people are interested in buying again. Because right now with this coil over, you could be buying a falling knife. So to get the best prices, you got to wait for that consolidation and then those tests of those highs. Dallas said, or wait, let me read these. Okay. Orlando says, I've been short since 93. I've been in profit. At least you're making profit, can't complain. BTU at 25 will give me 1900 this week. So everybody pray for a drop on BTU. Let me look at BTU. So you got in at 25. I'm thinking it can come down. That's one of those energy stocks. Energy stocks haven't been having such a good week, or a couple weeks now. They've been coming on down. Then Dallas says BBY is at the end of a 5-year cycle. And then One Life says HH Trader, how else are you supposed to know how stock acts like? We ain't no scanner trader. Exactly, which is why I'm not buying it yet, making a joke. Got you. I know One Life. Y'all got y'all specific stocks that y'all have studied over 10 years. I know. I know. Y'all got the credit reports. You got the receipts. And that's kind of false, One Life. You said you're not a scanner trader. You do make some profits off of things that have popped up in the day. You do. So scanners do give you that where the sentiment of the people are right then, unless you have a scanner for a specific pattern or something like that, which you can do in TD. Daniel B, we need Lori to pray for you. Uh Rooster TV, I'm gonna sell a put BBY for $80. If it hits 82.50, I'll buy the stock and sell the put. I hope you guys are right. Whoa, don't go. Well, we're saying whoa, whoa, whoa. Do your own research, bro. don't base it off what we're saying about BBY. Come to your own thesis. That's dangerous right there. Maybe he was joking again. Maybe Rooster's a jokester. Maybe he was joking again. He's probably joking. Oh, he's not joking. Oh, you said selling puts. You're selling of the put. Okay, my bad. My bad. I didn't notice that. Okay. I was like, "What?" My bad. That was me. I had to reread that. I just saw puts and I was like, "Huh?" Dan- Daniel B says Rooster today is full day, so celebrate. Oh man, that was my plan today, not to look like a clown on April Fools. I'm about to go chill, about to go make me some what is this? It's still kind of breakfast time, kind of lunchtime, so I guess that's where they got brunch from. Might make me some brunch and then go make me some more money for filling some contracts, baby. Spot popping back up off this 451 level back to the trend. It's getting up there touching the trend right now at that 451.80, 451.90, but still red on the day. SB said we're all clowns together. Yeah, we try not to we try not to be, but Billy tell Dallas, you red right now. One life says buy the dip, sell the rip. Yeah, spy checking back in one more time. I just didn't want to play with those. I just stay away from, especially on Friday. Those cheap stocks is, think about it. People that are just starting trading that have lost money on the week already, they're trying to make their money back. And the best way to do it, if you've lost money, if you have less value in your account, is to go to a cheaper stock. And Friday is just a great day for people to lose more money for the weekend. spark those emotions, and then they come back on Monday and lose more money. Let's see. On April 1st, Ben McNutt has his special day every year. He and his trading friends celebrating Fool's Day together. Then One Life says zigzag trading involves really, bro? Oh, this man. One Life is wild. Let the stream go for about 10 more minutes, see what this spy wants to do. Does it want to break on down? And then I'm gonna get to cooking. Man, One Life, you don't work. One Life is a full-time speculator. No, I'm kidding. One Life says I'm done trading. Dallas says for real. And then Rooster says Nike short down to 120 doesn't look half bad. Oh, now you think it's got short quality because somebody called out Nike. Now you want to short it. Let's look at Nike real quick. You're a full-time dirtbag now, One Life. You're half saint, half sinner. You just have to choose what day. Do you want to wake up and choose violence, or do you want to save somebody? And you said a short down to 120. Oh, I know you're playing about that. 120, bruh. Okay, Spy's still up here testing the trend, looking for that reversal back down, looking for this trend to hold. First, Rooster says first time looking at it could be a head and shoulder gap feel. Gap feel. Wait, maybe I'm looking. Let me go and look at the daily chart for it. Gap fill? You know how far that gap fill is away at the 120 on the daily chart? Bruh, are you talking about this gap right here? This gap right here? Oh my goodness. Well, what about this gap right here at the 130? That is above. What about this gap right here at the 134? Rooster says got regretted off the 100 weekly, rejected off the 100 weekly. Then SB says I'm ordering a clown nose on Amazon and we'll wear one every day we trade. Rooster says yes sir. All right, so the spy jumping up there a little bit more. Can it stay below the 452 here? Early works. Yeah. failed at 50 on the day chart, going to double top off it. Next thing you know, to 120. Hey man, sometimes you gotta shoot your shot. When you really believe in something, no matter who else doesn't believe in it, gotta shoot your shot and risk that 200, 300, 400, 500, maybe a couple $1,000s, right? Because we're trading with money that we can lose anyway, right? Right. Oh, you don't short, but you're taking the bull perspective. He's saying, okay, I'll buy it at 120. Sales will put at 120. Oh man. Yeah, man. I've been I've been looking into regaining my hairline as well. Um Orlando. I'm trying to, man. I'm getting old, man. 50's coming quick. Body's acting different. Wake up with pains that I don't even remember. Go to sleep in some kind of way. The sheets on my bed beat me up during the night, and I wake up with back pains, toe pains, ankle pains, hairline recession, spots, just all kinds of crazy stuff, man. Getting old. Let's see. Snot Rocket Man says that was a nice 800 from AFRM. And then, oh yeah, it did make a quite a nice move up. Then Rooster says, what are your thoughts on Baba? Baba, I don't know. I mean, I really don't really look at Baba like that. Uh, Let me look at the daily chart. It's definitely had some sell-off from the top. So this right here is my yearly chart. Each bar is a year. This is my monthly, and this is my weekly. Then this is the daily. It's definitely been selling off, but I don't know. I guess my thoughts could change if news changes on it. But I'm not too. Baba isn't something that I trade like all the time, so I wouldn't. Maybe if it's in somebody, if somebody else in the chat trades Baba regularly, they can kind of tell you how it goes. But I can't really speak on it because I don't know enough about it. Um, One line says 4 more years for him and he'll be 50. The struggle is real. And then one line says good work, Snot. And then Daniel B says BTU is going down. And as for my age, I am about almost 30. Almost 30. I got like a couple years and I'll be 30. BTU. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Get that payday. Baba is your largest holding. Well, you should know more about Baba. You should be telling me about Baba. You know all about it. You probably got, I don't know how many shares of it. You probably been watching it forever. Daniel B says Baba can drop. China will or may have a full lockdown. And Rooster says I hope it does. Okay, guys, so it is 10 o'clock. I enjoyed hanging with you guys, but I need to get me something to eat. Appreciate you guys for dropping through. Rooster, One Life, Daniel B, Snot Rocket Man, Dallas, Orlando, Lori, SB, um, scrolling, DB. Oh, you guys, boy, we had a lot of chats, didn't we? Donnell, and somebody named Remarkable Sam that never said anything else. But yeah, and GD. Appreciate you guys for dropping through. Don't forget to hit that like button. If you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. If you're on Twitch, make sure you follow. And we're going to get ready to head out. So, I'll be back Monday morning. I do, like always, come on a little bit late on Monday morning. I do have meetings in the morning. And we'll kind of do an observation, see what the week is bringing. This week was super busy for me. Next week should be a lot lighter. But yeah, if you're going to continue trading throughout the day into the rest of the sessions, be careful. And as always, I will see you in the next one. Peace.